Alright. Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, A4 underscore Tess. And yeah, so, I'm changing up the format a bit. It's not going to be TF Talks anymore. I feel like that's way too limiting in what I want to show off. So, it's going to be Tess Talks now. It's going to be Tess Talks. That, and I mainly wanted an excuse to show off my CSGO surfing abilities. Um, I don't plan on interacting with anyone inside of these because that is just a cesspool of toxicity. And with occasional funnies here and there. And I do not feel like wading through that, especially if I'm doing some no edit stuff. And speaking of no edit, I'm gonna put in a little bit of layered music. I'm gonna layer in some royalty free music, maybe some Wii Sports themes. But yeah, and just to add a little bit of spice to, this entire situation. So yeah, yeah, another episode of Test Talks. Sorry for the, lack of uploads. I got the government juice, the booster shot. I got the Moderna shot and knocked my ass completely out. It was painful. My arm still hurts. It's been, what, 2 days now? My arm hurts. My head kind of hurts. I was able to stomach food, though, so... yeah. So yeah. Today we're gonna be talking about... I don't know. We're gonna be talking about bias. Because this is a topic I have, like, I was brainstorming a lot of topics, just to say words on. God, people are so rude, shooting their guns. How awful. But yeah, bias. And a lot of it has to do with the fact I've been thinking about good and bad in situations, like, what is the purpose of being a good person? Like, you have the trolley problem, alright? If you don't know what the trolley problem is, essentially, there's a trolley on a track, and there's a branching path on the track, alright? One part of the track has one person tied down to it, and the branching path has 4 people tied down to it. Now, the decision here is you have the lever. So do you want to kill one person or do you want to kill 4 people? That's essentially what the trolley question is. But like, it talks about that, like, is it good to kill one person in this situation or is it good to kill 4 people? Because you're already killing one guy, might as well go whole hog. But yeah, but there is an easier way to digest this, and it's with the shopping cart dilemma. It's set up the same way as the trolley dilemma, but it has a less severe way of thinking, alright? So basically, you have a shopping cart, and your main path is just to leave it. Alright, just... you're done unloading your groceries, alright? And you just want to leave it. So you do leave it, and you go about your day as if nothing was wrong. Now, your other option is to... your branching path option, sorry, I might add, is that you put away the trolley cart, your shopping cart, into one of those, things. So what path do you pick? Obviously, I always go put it away. Alright, that's just who I am. But I spent some time thinking about it. I haven't really asked people. I haven't tried to get the wide demographic of that. But a lot of people, I feel like, would not do anything because it doesn't benefit them, nor does it hurt them. So why should they be worried about that? But in my eyes, it's like, just kind of cleaning up your own mess, and if people can't do that, then, like, What are you even doing? So it's just thoughts like that that have been, going through. And I was thinking a lot about the positive or negativity bias too. That's another bias I was thinking about. And mainly has to do with random crits in the hit Valve game Team Fortress 2. Because, if you get a random crit in that game, it's like, whoa, I just killed a lot of people without even thinking. But the person killed by the random crit was like, oh, so there goes every ounce of determination and skill that I put in. And I understand how that feels because I used to get fucking nay-nayed by random crits all the time. Like, it was awful. And, yeah. So I honestly associate random crits with being a negative thing, not a positive thing. And just so we've set the record straight, if people come to talk to me about TF2 stuff, I think random crits should be gone. I think random bullet spread should be gone. And yeah. And bot crisis is awful. But those are all, relatively tame opinions. But yeah. So I was thinking about stuff like that, those kinds of biases. And it also made me think about the education system, because, well, mainly at the collegiate level, not at the high school level, because, high school level, when you say bias, the main thing that comes to mind is your fat, sweaty English teacher. You don't even know if she has legs because she has never stood up to do anything. She always has people come to her desk to, hand out papers or, she's essentially just a glorified Jabba the Hutt, and all of you are slave Leias. That's essentially what it is. And so when you talk about bias in that setting, obviously, there is a very clear bias there, but I don't feel like it encapsulates the entire thought process behind it. So what I'm thinking is more for biases at the collegiate level. You could pretend to put on a persona and show both sides, but if you want anyone unbiased in your life, it's a collegiate professor because they will read everything. They're only grading on content, They're only grading on the fucking turns you took, not on the subject matter. And I feel like if there were any biased collegiate level professors, first off, that'd be a lawsuit in the making. I'm I don't see any other way around it. There's no feasible way. But not only that, but I feel like bias at the collegiate level is just kind of ignorant. If you are teaching at the collegiate level, wouldn't you want to see everyone's side? Wouldn't you want to see what holes you have in your argument and try to continue from there? Try to sharpen your argumentative edge, if you will. And yeah. So that's some of my thoughts on bias right there. But there's also other thoughts, there's drift bias. There's a game I love, Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition, or the remix. I like the remix a lot more because it's got cooler cars. It's got the Pagani Zonda. I love the Zonda. Hey, look at that! I did the map. I love the Zonda. The Zonda is such a cool car. I also like the Chrysler. That game sparked my love for the Chrysler 300 Hemi, even though it's such a dog shit car. But I love its styling. It looks like a big Eclair. I love it. If you want to see some Midnight Club content, drop a like, maybe a sub. I'll do a Let's Play of Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix if it means views, and likes and subscriptions, and analytics, things that make YouTube the Megamind corporation it is happy. And if it's content I like making, then yeah. But other than that, there's a setting in that where you get to tune how your car turns, which is pretty big, You want your car to be able to turn well, in a racing game. I would want that. I want my car to turn well in a racing game. But there's this thing called friction bias. And I don't know exactly how it works. Shit, if I did, I would probably understand how to beat that game so much faster. But to my knowledge, friction bias is just how does the friction while you're in a drift affect your turn? So basically, does it stop your drift early? Does it stop your turn early? Does it like let it be slippery, slidey like an eel? You know, things like that. That's what I've noticed. Oh wait, I can change my gloves. Let me change my gloves. How do I do that? It's gloves. Gloves. I want counter-terrorist gloves. I want Hydra gloves. I want emerald. There's 6? I can't. It's not letting me do it. It's not letting me do it. I want a knife. And 9. What? I want knife. We're taking a slight break, but that's because I want a knife. I want a karambit. I want a karambit. I would love to have an actual karambit in this game. These karambits are cool. But anyways, yeah. So there's friction bias. What other bias is there? Tuning bias. Yeah, there's the whole argument between what A should be tuned to in the music world. There's the whole 440 hertz argument, which I am personally a 440 hertz guy. It just sounds right, you know. And 432 hertz, that's your Gregorian chant. That's your monk. That's your monk stuff. It just sounds out of tune unless it's Christmas music. Christmas music sounds more Christmassy when A is tuned to 132 hertz. If you don't think that statement makes sense, try it. Try it. You know, some instrumentalists know how to do that. I don't know how to tune to 432, but I can mess around with some piano presets. Probably do it like that. Probably with the online. I'm pretty sure there's some fucking YouTube videos that is like Christmas music in 432 hertz. It just sounds so much cooler that way. But it sounds like kind of rickety too. Holy fuck! I keep biffing that. But yeah. So yeah, that's something else I've been thinking about. Tuning bias. And there's a whole point with like 12-tone scale and like what is real music, because there's the whole controversy of that music theory is just 18th century white men music. It's like racist or something. Adam Neely did a whole video on it. It's so much cooler and like than I'll ever get into, because I don't care to delve into music theory. Like I don't like music theory in the first place. I know I'm a music student, but I don't like music theory in the first place. Then again, I don't think anyone who's a performance major likes music theory, you know? Like, if you like music theory, you'd probably go to school just for music theory. But I can't stand music theory. I need to spawn. But you know what I can stand? My instrument. And there's a lot of cool stuff I've been doing with my instrument, and I want to upload it to y'all, but that brings up another kind of bias. Content bias. Would y'all watch instrument stuff? Like I could upload a lot of instrument stuff. Like, but that would require me showing my face. It's as if I've already worried about that. Like, I don't know. There's just a lot that goes into it. But I do have a lot of content I would love to show off. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start uploading music stuff too. But yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure I did mention at some point I was gonna upload my jury. I decided against that because, you know, that's just, you know, not... It's not that it was a bad recording. It's just, no. I know I could have done my jury a little bit better. Made it sound a little more full, but, you know. You live and you learn. What can you say? That was my first live jury I've ever done. Yeah, that brings up sound bias. I'm just making up shit now, but the topic is bias. So, like, the title you're gonna see is Test Talks number 3 bias. So I'm trying to make everything relate, but talk about everything, you know, because I like doing that. I'm a little bit of a spread myself thin kind of guy. I like talking about everything. I like learning about everything. I like I like having opinions on everything. I I really genuinely enjoy video editing and music and cars and cooking. Like, there's no connecting thread there. It's just a mishmash of interests and hobbies, and I feel like most people are that way, but they like to focus themselves in on one or two things. I just can't. Like, even with my own instrument, that I want to make that my career, but I just can't bring myself to spend an entire day just worrying about music. Like, if it happens, it happens, but I can't force that kind of stuff. Oh my god, he has a 41-second time? How the fuck you get a 41-second time? Maybe by not getting that much air. I have no clue. I should probably mention, this is the map I learned how to surf on. I have no clue how to, like, translate these skills. So, Surf Utopia. Honestly, I like this map. It's a fun, linear map. I've played Kitsuine, I've played some other stuff, but I don't really like them compared to Surf Utopia. Because this just feels like a solid map, you know? Like, Surf Kitsuine, everything to, like, from level 1 to level 8 is kind of fun, but level 9 is just, wow, fuck you. So yeah. Like, I was on a Discord call for 30 minutes with my friend. On a FaceTime call. My bad. For 30 minutes. The first, like, 2 minutes were spent getting through 1 through 8. And the other, like, 28 minutes was just me fighting for that stage 9. And that's still slow as hell. Like, there's people who are doing the entirety of Surf Kitsuine in like 2 minutes. Is there even a minute time? Wouldn't be surprised if there is. It's like once you get through all the B hops and you know what to expect from there, I feel like it does get easier. Just like how I've spent a lot of time with Surf Utopia. I feel like I have some good times in Surf Utopia. I'm gonna shoot someone. Oh no. The Surf Utopia is like a great, like, I taught my friends how to surf in CSGO on this map because it's like the beginning is so simple, and then you get into the basics of strafing in this section, and then now you do a little more strafe stuff, and it's like, whoa, big jump, but you have speed. And then, whoa, big jump, but you also have speed here. And then this is where stuff starts getting difficult for for the people I've taught. And then this part sometimes eats my lunch here and there. This part definitely eats my lunch. No way around it. This is such a difficult portion for me. And then this ending took me so long to learn. I still don't even get it right. Like, I easily could have beaten that time. I have all the skills necessary. It's just doing it, you know? And the same thing with a lot of stuff. I have the skills to do it, I just need to do it. But that is how it is. It's not like I'm trying to be, professional CSGO surf, you know? I just wanna talk and say some words. Oh, this guy has the server record. That's why. I'm like, yo, 42, 41-second runs? How the fuck are you doing? No, it's because he has the server record. Like, how is he doing that? Like, I'm trying to comprehend how this guy is doing all the stuff that he's doing, but just can't. Let me see this Anpu guy in action. I don't want to spectate. I'm pretty sure it says if you're spectating someone, which is sad. I'm probably not even taking ideal lines. I have no clue how to play this thing. I kind of just jumped in and was like, alright, cool. Let's do some Counter-Strike Surf, because I saw, what was his face? Leafy do it? Yeah, I remember back when Leafy, Raccoon Eggs, they were doing some CSGO Surf stuff, and I was like, whoa, this seems pretty cool and very chill. So, that's why I'm here. Doing cool and chill stuff. Talking about bias on the internet. A lot of this is just some word soup. I'm gonna keep it completely honest with you. That's what Tess Talks is. It's just word soup. But, you know, I think that's enough of a ramble on my end. Yeah. Will I forget to layer in the music? Probably not, because after recording this, I'm probably gonna edit and like chop off the first 5 minutes of this because it was god awful, and then, well, not the 5 minutes that you're hearing. There was 5 minutes before that is just me loading into the wrong map. It was just a bunch of Shrek, and yeah, yeah. This has been another episode of Test Talks. If you like, you know, what you heard, you know, if you like the funnies that I was making, consider dropping a sub, maybe a like, maybe some comments, you know, standard analytic stuff. And yeah, thanks for watching.